Now for the national news, here is Diana Semi.
About 30 overseas countries, including organizations that are associated with Tuvalu, are being invited by the government to attend the country's 20th anniversary, which will be held next week on the capital. The Department of Foreign Affairs has confirmed the number of high-level officials who have accepted the invitation to attend the Tuvalu's 20th independence anniversary. According to Foreign Affairs Officer Basuna Duanga, that the high-level officials are from the United States, Australia, Republic of China, Japan, New Zealand, British, Canada, Fiji, Kiribati, and the European Union. The government has allocated the amount of $20,000 each to all island communities on the capital as part of the contribution for the preparations for the country's 20th anniversary celebrations. In an interview with the Prime Minister today, the Right Honourable Pikeni Peubani says that the distribution will fall upon each island community. The Right Honourable Bani says that the government has also approved the amount of $2,000 for each outer island, including Funafuti, as part of their celebrations for the 20th Independence Day. The weather forecast for Tuvalu seems to experience more rain than sunshine. Reports from the Director of the Meteorological, Hilia Vavae, this year is greatly different from the past years. She adds that in the past years, there seems more rain and strong winds. According to Hilia, the recording of the weather forecast for Tuvalu, there are more rains and strong winds than sunshine. This information has been witnessed by the people of Tuvalu that this is the first year less sunshine and more rains.
so fou kaya ngari tēnei, ko mau po tātou I te ko ngālau whenua tēnei o Waiaku, o mōri mau whakatasi a te talanga whakapitoa, o te kamatanga o whainga mea o te whakamanatunga, o te katoanga o te rua furu tausanga tūtokotasi o Tuvalu.
Many people gathered at Waiaku this morning to witness the official opening of the 20th anniversary of independence celebrations. The ceremony was officially opened by the Governor-General of Tuvalu, His Excellency the Right Honourable Dr. Hon Sitiveni, who inspected the Guard of Honour, followed with the singing of the national anthem. This morning, the Secretary to Government announced the winning song for the 20th anniversary of independence competition. Reverend Suamalia Josefa and his group went with the first prize. The second prize went to Aloseta Toematangi and Lucky Salatu's group, the third prize.
Programs for the 20th anniversary of Tuvalu continues again this morning at the Waiaku Falekaupule. People taking part in the program all turn up this morning to display their handicrafts, such as local baskets made of coconut leaves, fishing hats, and things made from dried leaves and wood. Reporters again caught spectators at the lagoon site cheering up the men taking part in making canoes. 6 canoes will soon be ready for the official opening of the 20th anniversary, which will be held on the 1st of October. The canoes are made by 6 island communities of Niutau, Nukufetau, Waitupu, Nanumanga, Nanumea, and Nukulailae.
Pangalane matu te me pavea tu lai te teleki kilima te la ko whakanga te teleki.
Of course, we were the Gilbert and Dale Islands colony, and we, of course, were together. We were brought together. Probably the Gilbertese have a different language. We have our own language, and we are quite a distance apart. The culture is different, of course. They have a different culture, we have a different culture. When the war was here, that sort of brought up something that we have never seen before, that there were other nations, not only the British, as I say, but there are the American soldiers who were here, occupied the islands, and they were so free and they were so friendly, and they used to be, they do what they want, sort of, that's the type of freedom, that's the first thing that came up. The people saw, so it's not only the British like that strong nation, there is another nation. The British, of course, left us that time, only the Americans came. So that was one of the reasons that really strengthened the thought that was in the minds of the Tuvaluans to separate from the Gilbert and Ellice Islands colony. The center of administration was in the Gilbert Islands. So the cream of the Tuvaluans went to work in the headquarters there. And everything, whatever little money we receive in aid is also spent on the headquarters, Not all the islands of the Gilberts, all the other islands are the same as us, but at least it was spent in Kiribati. That was one of the other reasons why our people thought, well, all the money is spent there, and now with the scholarships, now they come with the policy of, say, 1 Tuvaluan to 7 Gilbertese, if they go out. If they do that, then we're nothing, so we decided to ask for separation. And there was a referendum held, of course, and the referendum we thought that it would be for both the Gilbert and Dalis Islands. No, it was only for the Tuvaluans, probably because we asked for separation. We separated, I think it was in 1976, it was completed, the separation. We came off, and there was another step to be taken then, politically. It was a full internal self-independence. That was to be taken there, because at that time the defense was with the UK, and the money, of course. And that part, it should have come to us. So that was the mandate that was given to us people who were elected to be representatives of Tuvalu. We found out that it's no use even if we ask for that to come, we have no money, according to the terms of separation. All movable assets will go to the Gilbert Islands. So Tuvaluans stay with not a single cent in the bank in the name of Tuvalu. That's it. They thought that we will never make it. That's what we were thinking, Oh, give it to them, They don't know what independence means. They have no money. They'll come back. And I think they forgot one thing. Tuvalu, the name, right from the beginning, when we became independent, when our people met members of parliament to think what we will call this new nation, they agreed to come to Tuvalu, because Tuvalu was the original name of this group of islands. Tuvalu means 8 standing together. And traditionally, 8 is a lucky number for Tuvalu, in our language, in our thinking,
Whenua tēnei I mātou ko niu tau. Whenua tasi ilasi poto whakatau mua. Ilo whakatasi tātou te tu whenua. Ona ko mea ko la mawhai o maua tātou I te wheipū mai a po ouri. Kai nei, ko mawhai o taingalonga loa tua poto ko nei, ona ko te iunganga o te malamalama tēnei te lotu tātou. Ko la ko lasi a poto Kaleba ko mawhai o ngalo atu. Ia, kai nei ko poto nei ko nei koi mawhai o ilo atu. Ki ko poto ko nei kai ka ia, poto tau kalebe. Ia ko poto whakatūtū whale. Ia ko nei koi mawhai o ilo atu. Ia ka tēnei pati ngaluenga whakawhianga I mātou ko te talainga o waka. Ko ka te mate alo ko ulua te toko kuenga tangata ko nei ngaluenga te ngaluenga kai whai maka whakasea. Ona la ko te ngaluenga tēnei sitase o ngaluenga whainga tāni whainga. Kai mawhai o maua se mālosi. Ona ko onga ko nei whai mātou ilunga te ngaluenga te a te vai. E mawhai o lo maua se mālosi o mātou ko la whakawhenga te ngaluenga tēnei. Ia benei ma te tala inga nei mātou I mutou waka. Mātou e tofu whenua. Olo tau tufunga. Ia, se wilongina I si tufunga. O nisi whenua ka te whakamatalanga o mai konei, penei ki te waka talai. E mana kongina I mātou I toku kanolo to tonu alo I te aku. O te aunga o te mea ki te waka I te, se mea e whakaunga mo te whaika. Ia, ka e silila te waka whaika. Ke langa lei e tu sa ko te whakawhianga I o koe ma se whangota e lasi.
Tāwhao ngā tēnei te kilikiti tēnei, ne? Ati se tāwhao ngā māsani e roa mai mua, ne? Tā māsani e tōkau tūkalo I konei. Ona tulafono e kese fogi na tulafono mo tulafono kola dikili palang ini. Ena te kesenga. Ina ka mo mo ba te kesenga dikili ini mate atu ne ko luane te fai ngani. Aolo kola e fakaonga ta kita sepuane feito. Kam dikili palang ta gitolo. Kais fogi ta mala ka kola tu mai no ngani. Ka nei ta kita siero aolo. Nala ko na apate kola e fakaonga gei. Nei fogi lo mate atu ne ko luane. Wa nga apate kona e fakaonga ini. Ya tino kola tele. E fakate a fogelo. Se ko te ka kola eta ne. Kam de gili palang tino ta kona eta. Konei ke se lo de tokolua kola tele. O fai kai te ka kola eta ne. Na lo mate atu ne ko luane te fai nga de nei.
Te fai nga te pate a ko ke tauno ke lei. Se fano ko o kati mai ne ko sila ka lei ro vai te tau. Te tau e masan sare matou o fai sare te pati na me malos nara kati mai ne koe ati fai ngara o ia e nono ko ki se ko tonu ro ia o fai te ya lo te pati te rai kini ne ko te polo ne na te kamatanga o ia e tamu ne ko ki te taku iom se naifi pau fua ne o tira i ko teu e ne ko ki se tele ne ia ko te terenga ne ko tere ro ki te leo te kakunga uri mai te kau te pate ne na te fai ngau te mete ne ki te fai te ngau te pate ne te fai ngau wanga pate ko ni te loa kai te toe Suatino e manako ki te pate toe toe Suatino e manako ki te pate lo ala ko dai manako ki te tino dai manako ki te pate loa e fana e piri na saisi ne kati ngau tau pate i te me dai manako ki te loa toe toe me sila ni sivanga tino e manako ki pate toe toe ila singa o tino e manako ki pate loa ta kese i vanga tino beni pai te ngau tau pate ne au i ila singa tai mi manako ki pate toe toe
poro sai di mo di chiare katine koe no chiare wa matua ne chiare wa matua katine koe ko fai di na te joi da no kati no ko ba dai lo peni de me so fa katine ko pelane o fai ra yiki fai la ga ne ko fa ko no ge ko ngo de poro ne ta sai lo ko ko fai ra ne ko bolle ko katine me ko sani betai se caso se da no fa se l'ultimo minuto io mi devo ba lo spuru ayo di poro fai generale ba huwa ma fa ye pake ke dia poro ne no fa sa usanga io me se da e masina poro se fa nga ma fi ko mama di poro ne na ka fa ko mama di poro se ta fa nga ne ke fa de fai di poro ko ta ima fa dia fa dia ne ala ka fa ye ko nga ma di ne ka fa no fa se ro masina se da fa ate buka fakata ke tro machine de ngara ko se fa ngane ko mama de ko no chiare la no mama mbalola de ke fo jini ti ale ni na ko ta se polo fo ko ka ngai ka ka
to aulare sigi ilo atu peni ako banga skoa lo masan sari matu inu kala ene folo ki ngota ki to selau ma fai yo ko fa selau wa ate skoa ma lu ma fai dino tan ai se lei di no fatti o suo programma
ako stino ni tau ati ko tau mo faio pa matalatu di mutala winga mo te tulanga de pala velabe de la neoko ilunga to fenua e tu samo de me de la ne to ilunga di bakamut e la fai be se pusa tupe tene la ko tam faio pa matalatu a tulanga de nei e se palangi engelani de la ingoa ya weble tokta weble ate tino dena se tino engelani kainga o tupu o engelani ako te taimi de la ne whakaunua mai ai mai peletania
ne whakakane ia te whakakai o te tupu I loto I te palesi o Peletania. Tēnā ne tia ki ai ne ia a te whenua lātou, ka e whaimalanga mai ki te pastika. E uke a whenua ko lan ne whaimalanga ai a weple. Pano tēnā whainga malanga. Oko ki niu tau. Tau mata hake nei a weple o a pia dona loto o nopo I te whenua puko niu tau. Nopo I kona, ko mawhau pau weple ke whai tēnā banga. O pia whai whapine niu tau a banga malili. A lilis whapine niu tau. Nopo a weple malili niu tau. Te lai la ua te tama ko lili. A lili tēnei, ne pukangina I Missy Elise. Missy Elise te lai oia te kampane te PPC, te lai ne pakangalue te one nei ai panapa. A lili ne nopo I New Zealand, I tau sanga uke. Mai te taimi tēnā, ne mate a lili, toi whakapongi mai tēnā puai tino ki niu tau. Te oko mai te vai taimi rei. Whakalabe ne tupu. Tō te pusa tupe I te matou whenua. Tēnei la te tala kātoa toa. A te mea nei ko te poto te pālangi tēnei e ngoa ki a weple. Ne whai ana muna ki te whenua. Ke whapau a te pusa tupe. Ki mata o pō sini o alili. Ni mea ka tolo alili ko lāne whapau ki loto I te pusa tēnā. A ko te swapo kisi ni tupe. A te tupe tēnā ne tāo pi ailo ne se kakabe. A ko te pōkisi tēnā ne whai ki mea o aliri. O ia tēnā ne tupu ai te whakalabilabi. Kai whai ana muna ke se sai ki se kalaba. Te mea tēnā e ma whai o pakia te mea iai. O motu. Tēnā la ne whakatau nualon te whenua te mea tēnā. Mai ko nā ne tukua ki lunga i te waka. O pua wao te tino tēnā e tū mai lunga. Ko te apā te tino tēnā e tu atu o tukua ke te pusa ki pēr. Ko mai lima pua wao mai lunga i te waka. Motu te kalaba, tō te pusa ki lalo tsuatai. O nā la mea ko nā. Ni mata ka tolo o a liri ko nā I loto I te pusa tēnā a sentu. A te tupe te lalo ne tāopi. O nā ko te poto o te pālangi tēnā. O misi weble. Ne whakaasi tēnā poto tēnā ki te whenua o ni tau. Ke whai pēnā te mea tēnā. Kāti tēnā te whakamatalanga toi toi. Mo te tūlanga o te mea tēnā. Kai whaftai lasi. Me ko tūtoku wata I Peletania. Whaftai.
Like the English people, they set up their dictionaries, monolingual English, into English. The same Tuvalu people thought about at the time to start the same as in English, the monolingual. That means Tuvaluan to Tuvaluan. Then we'll follow the other, like you can see, the Tuvaluan language into the English language. Then the English language into a Tuvalu language. And then they fall apart also a grammar in the Tuvalu language. Probably in the Tuvalu language, the grammar in Tuvaluan, then we'll have to translate the grammar into English.
We, of course, hope to get our letters together. We sincerely hope the beginning of next year that will be, we have got all the letters in, 16 letters, and their parts of speeches. And also we'll work on their meanings. Mami, what is your letter?
Now I have just finished with L, and the next one coming up is T.
I think with this, the connection with this one, of course, is very important culturally to Tuvalu. It will be the first time that we will have a dictionary.
It's very hard for people at the moment, especially in education. They more like ignoring the grammar in the teaching at the moment in the education policy. But we think it's very, very important for the people of Tuvalu to know the parts of speech and the other grammatical points in the language. That's why we are working very hard now on our monolingual at the moment, hoping that we have to finish up in 3 or 4 years the other lexicons, as I have already explained to you.
words like computer now, you know, and internet. This is the first time to write down it properly. But usually we do it with the sounding. So the new words will follow the sound of that word. That is the policy, I think, that has been adopted to get it as close as possible to the pronunciation of that word, and then write it down. And that will be, although it's a new word to people, it's also a word that is already being used worldwide.
From the north, central, south, and especially in one island, they speak Gilbertese. So we use in our work, especially the southern dialect, even though we use all the words from various dialects, but officially the southern dialect we use as an official dialect. The government and the state, they use it. But we use all the words of the other islands or dialects from various dialects of the Tuvalu languages.
Like me, I came from the southern. I don't understand some of the Tuvaluan words from my boss's island. I just realized that these are words I must learn. So it is a great help for me to be in this sport, so that I know now. But later on, the people or the children of the Tuvaluan will know that these are the words must be used. Even though we, like the boss said, the dialect we use the southern, but it must be understandable by all the people of Tuvalu. If the Nanumea people say a word, the southern people understand that word.
We have our language, and we have also the books that go with it, or what it goes with it, you know, because the same as when we started off to become an independent nation, we didn't know the real meaning of it at the beginning. Seeing that we were new into it, it was a political independence.
These women from Nanumea, and what this old lady's weaving is a local pillow, and it consists of dry coconut leaves, the inside, and she's weaving the outside with bandanas, dry bandanas leaf. The elders prefer this local pillow than the soft palangi pillows. This is a special basket for after marriage, for a bride. After the ceremony at night, what she takes to the husband home, she takes this with it, this basket, and it contains dry fish and coconut. Traditionally from Nanumea, a bride has to carry some food to the husband or during the first day of the marriage. Pregnant woman, after giving birth, she has to tighten up the stomach so it won't bulge out, but has to be firm. And she has to wear it for a couple of months in order to firm up the stomach. It depends on what size. It has to go twice, 3 times, 4 times here.
You don't really need it, huh?
Oh yes, I need it right now. Really feels comfortable as well. What they're making here, they're making a tray, local tray. The base of it is made of coconut. It's covered with steamed coconut. They steam up those leaves, and after steaming, they dry the leaves, roll them up. It turned out like this color. The color is made out of a mangrove. They take off the skin of the mangrove, the trunk from the trunk, and the inside color, it's red. They scrape that red color off the skin and steam up with the leaves, these leaves. They steam them again. And that turned out to be black. And the red color comes from a mangrove, but a different type, and it turned out red. So there are 2 colors, local color we can make, the red and the black. I must admit that the young girls aren't really good like these women. But it will come our time to learn this. Maybe when we come to this age, we'll sit like them and get our money from these handicrafts.
This is the other for making fire by rubbing 2 sticks together.
This practice has been observed by our people long, long ago. The way they need fire for their cooking and their treatments for their sickness. There is a special of wood that would make the fire easy to flare. But other sticks, they can be also used. As you can see it now, they began to press it hard and moving fast to operate the heat to come up. And this fire, you see, begin to fire. But fire, no. You see, he is not he's not fit for this kind of. You see, once you damage the stuff no, you cannot get any fire. But you have to be careful. Although they go fast and faster, then you have to be careful with that part of the or otherwise.
Sana boro marosi.
So, he had tried three times now. So, get the fire, cook the fish. That's our match for smoking. This is a cheap life, eh?
Kayo di po si?
Ay, may mo eh. Sila naman na kayo yung mic.
Ikaw? Ya. Ya, wala pina. Yun eh. Sa may pick one.
Ya, kami dito daw pag-alala.
Ya, ate. Ya, tere.
Dopa.
Tapo.
Dopa ko dong.
Ya, kemana wiat saya, Pak?
Ya.
Siya ba mo nay? Kaya saya tinamupat. Ito nga.
Ah, tatulot din ako.
Kaya tapo ka tulad mo.
Kamala yung tulad mo, baka kasabot.
Well, what actually is happening that when Tuvaluan fishermen get out to sea, before they go out, the women of the islands get here and decorate or give them perfumes so that they can smell nice, with the hope that the fish will be jumping automatically to the boats, so that they get as much as possible, so that it can feed, or the fishermen can feed the whole islands. And traditionally, this is exactly what we've been using to do in the past.
Oh, it's really special, eh? Like, today is Sunday, eh? We have to hide ourselves and go and pick flowers, preparing. But like us, we put those special smell things on the flowers, and we are really prepared again for their coming back. Like us, our women from Lanmea, we care about the Waitupu fishing boat, eh? So after this, we have to go to Vayagomaneapa and wait there until 4:30. We have to prepare some special songs, the food that we prepare for the morning. for tomorrow morning and some more decoration for their arrival.
Iya, makasih tuh. Tuvalu. Tasih.
Ono lalu toh.
Langasia. Saya luar foto.
Langasia.
Anu ya. Tasir wato.
Diuta, saya tusa, selalu malilua, tunggu tasi, luas selalu 50 malidolong. Patiakan.
We do believe that any catch is always a blessing from God, and that is what it was given for that particular day. The community that caught the most out of this game was New Tao. New Tao came first. You can see the ladies on the other side with the red Zulus and white T-shirts. They've been marked black because they were beaten by that group who won the game. That's what we call Malala. We usually do in competitions. Whoever has been defeated, the winning team will color them with charcoal. And this is only part of it, but to a much more extent of this punishment, sort of the other lady, the winning ladies, should have thrown these ladies down to the lagoon. That's what real. But I think the problem they didn't do that because of the looking at the size. Those ladies are quite big, and it's quite a lot of energy to put into removing them from here down into the lagoon.
The main church is Ecclesia Christian Tuvalu, is a Tuvalu Christian church. About 96% of the whole population are adherents or supporters or members of our church. I think only the Roman Catholic, we are having some sort of affiliation with them.
Masaua sa puli ya boto. Me te aliki te tua. Te rane taki mai nei ya boto.
The official opening of our independence service, I was trying to connect the journey of Israel, especially the 40 years in the wilderness, with the journey of the Tuvalu from 20 years independence. And I took a text from the saying of Israel about Israel must remember that it was the Lord God who led them to the promised land. And therefore, I believe this is very important to our government to make sure and affirm their faith that it was our God, our Lord, that we believe and worship, that led us from our independence, from the first independence to this 20 years independence. We know at the present there are many para-judges are coming to the Tuvalu with their different customs, and also they have a different faith which really contradict to our custom, socially and also spiritually. So I was preaching and remind the government to try to make sure that the more religions we coming to the Tuvalu, the more different para-churches coming to Tuvalu, it's not a blessing, because some people say it's a blessing. I believe it's not a blessing, it's a cursing, both socially and spiritually. We know that very well. Some of the people have been, their spirits have been stealing by other people from outside, which I sadly, as a president of the church, very sad about this, because they are not going to these para-churches, to these sects because of their faith. They are just go there, I believe, some ways. They are going after money. Some sects coming in, they join in the community life. They said we are forbidden to join in the Fatele and other sort of customs here. So the country is sort of not unity. That's one of our customs. Unity is strength.
Now for the national news, here is Diana Semi.
Hello and welcome to the national news. Tonight, the Nanumea and Vaitupu communities will perform traditional dancing of Patele, which will end the first day of the independence celebrations.
The dancing has been very superb. They always get excited when they dance. As you can see, the two island communities are, trying to compete against each other. Most of the dances are related to the 20th anniversary celebrations. Even the others that are not have in some way elements of being independent.
20th Independence Commemoration entered into its fourth day today. Program of the day commenced early this morning. The Nukulala and Waitupu communities took part in the traditional game of the Ano, which took place beside the Vayaku Falakau Pule.
Te tulafono, mua, o te tino pā. Te tino pā ka whai e pā te nano, e isi ro te laina te e mo alo e siria mai mua te laina te nawai, ne? A siria mai mua te ano aia te na, se tau. Ka whai ko tā whao te nā, ko pā te nano. E pukane se tino isua a kau, a te ano te nā e tau o pā whakatasi ro ne koe. A whai e pā whakatasi ne koe, kai se tino i o tapa me whai ne koe o tapa tō vai. Pakao ngā tō kuririma. O tō e tāne koe ki te ano, ko tō e mawhaine koe pāne. Tēnā te whainga te ano te. A te ano tēne i sere se nā ao whaki. E tā whakatolo tino mato. Ka e tau o era la whai ko taki toko tino rima, o taki tino rima roa. Ka e taraki so se tino e ke tā whau i tā whau.
E tau i te ano mana whai e tō. Ia, ko rāwhon hong lao te ano ia i te nā e pura mau te ai ka whantua. Se te ano kua, tau te aipuna i nei, ka au whitena tēnā kua tō.
Kua taki tōlu! Ko whetaki tau tōlu!
The way when they weave the thing is, they put coconut shells inside and they weave it and then they soak it in the water. And then they bring it out and they weave it again until it comes to the size which they prefer is nice for playing.
Toko ke mahane pakia, ne? E pakia moi kau, te rima i ko, te vai, mawhai o whati te vai te ano, ne? Mana, whatau o te ano, mawhai o whati te ano. Tangata. Ka pina e pakia moi kau, ne?
Well, what he's doing right now, he's plaiting a local string made out of coconut husk. What they do, they take the green coconut husk out from the coconut and they soak these coconut husk in water, sea water. After soaking for about 2 months, he goes out to the sea, takes them out and dry them in the sun. But the husk is already soft. So it's only a matter of cleaning in the water, rubbing them together and all that. They dry them, then this is how they get them out of the husk. They're gonna make a long piece of string. It serves so many purposes of this string. I use it for house making, tidying up a local house. Coconut toddy, cutting toddies. They tighten up the suit. As I say, it serves so many purposes. As you can see, this is made out of the local string that we see previously. What he's doing right now is a net for catching birds, the noddies, the black noddies mainly. We eat that here. It's really common and it's yummy as well. They catch them at night. They chant. They have to chant like imitating the noddies cry, and that's how they catch. I mean, the birds sort of tricked to come to that chant, and then they just swing this net. They can catch 3 at one time. Yep, 2, but usually about 1. But mainly common in the island of Nulakita. Yeah, the smallest island in Tuvalu, furthest to the south. And the people of Newtown as well, they're really, really good at catching these birds.
This game we call it chill. In Tuvaluan, this is the best game for the old men, young men, single.
And everybody needs to play. You can play 12 stones. You can put some black dot on the stones, and others no spots on it. If you break the stones, it's no problem. The only thing that we need just to kick the other stones out, and the stone that belongs to you is on the mat. We try to make our score up to 5. If we got 5, there are 2 out. Goodbye.
This one in the corner here, the $1.50 value, face value of the stamps, is features the Prime Minister, first Prime Minister of Tuvalu, also the first Chief Minister of Tuvalu after separation of Tuvalu from Kiribati in 1976. And at the background there is Amatuku, Maritime School, Amatuku, which reflects his achievement during his terms. And after him, the 90 cents value here is the current Governor General, Thomas Papua, also the Prime Minister in 1982 for 8 years, 2 consecutive terms. So he serves about 8 years in office as Prime Minister of Tuvalu. And one of his major achievements is the trust fund. So at the background there is the Union Jack, the Australian flag, and the New Zealand flag. So those are the major donors, countries, this trust fund. And it's this man who initiated the idea of having this trust fund to help with the government budget deficit. The next one is on the 60 cents value here. The 60 cents value here is the former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Kamuta Latas. He's the Prime Minister who, during his term, made this competition on the flag. And at the background there is one of his achievements is to improve the telecommunication links internally and also overseas. On the 40 cents is the current Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Pikenipi Bani. And at the background there is the Falikau Pule, or also the Manapa, which also features in the logo there. And some children sitting there and a teacher there. In the background there, there's a word, education for life and Falikau Pule. Education for life is one of his priority. You can't have everybody $1.50 or no. Some they sort of criticize that this one should be a 40 cents, this one come with 60 cents. But actually with the stamps, we don't put those politics ideas into it. What we want is the idea behind is customers' demand, something to do with the market. Even government, they propose something very different from this one. But I told them that it's very hard to visualize something and put it in a very small stamp. The whole purpose is to put something on stamp and it's also collectible. There is a market for it.
First flag, of course, is have the stars representing the islands, with the Union Jack at the top. Well, when I came in, it's not that I was anti-British, but I thought that to be more in line with independence, you have to be independent probably on everything, except of course economically. That's pretty difficult. But politically and all that, I felt that
I may sound like a nationalist or something of that sort, but I felt that we cannot be completely independent if our only identity, which is our flag, there is also somebody else's flag. So it is rather confusing. So I said that I am sure the British wouldn't mind if the Union Jack is taken away and redo another flag where it represents the true Tuvalu as it is. We set out a competition and we see certain time. We got all the drawings, whatever, you know, from the artists.
I designed this flag in 1995, and and about 250 competitors have competed in this flag competition, and I won this flag competition in 1995, and actually it was raised in 1996, and the color on these flags, the red color here and this one here, it represents victory in our cultures.
We went through Parliament in the political process. We went through to